What's up, guys? Now, it's been a while since our last discussion, which was about, I don't know, 5 weeks ago or something. I don't know, but it's been a long day. It's about 7:33. It's nice to get your favorite sweater, sit down, relax, turn up the heat, and have a good old discussion. And today we gonna be discussing the types of trolls. You know the trolls. Oh lordy, you know the trolls. The trolls, the internet trolls that just stop at nothing to annoy you. I mean, with the exception of one troll, but I'll get to you. I'll get to that later. But the point is that trolls a lot of the times they have a habit of getting on people's nerves easily, especially if you're impatient, I've come to notice. But I will be discussing the types of trolls in a general fashion. And if you didn't notice, my hair is now shorter. Yes, I cut my hair. It was just time. It was time. It was time. Let's start. Got number 1, the grammar Nazi. Now, let's say you're scrolling through YouTube minding your own business, and this video was pretty funny, and you forget the extra N on funny, and you get some jerk face who decides, oh, funny is spelled with 2 N's, you jerk, and you're just like, listen, that wasn't the point. The video was funny. You don't have to go on a tangent about how I spelled funny wrong. That's not the point. The point is, I didn't come here to argue about grammar. I came in here to watch a video, or read an article, or view some pictures, and share my opinion. But no, trolls don't care about your opinion. It's all about their opinion. And honestly, they just... It's not hard to combat them, really. Just get autocorrect, just in case. But honestly, they've got this impression that you should spell everything right and use proper grammar at every chance that arises to you. That made no sense. You should use proper grammar, proper spelling, periods, commas, capitals, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the internet. We're free to do whatever we please. Don't give me a English lesson on grammar, because I want to hear it. I mean, I am but a humble YouTuber who also comments on other YouTube videos. And I can't tell you how many times I've been just annoyed because people like to argue over grammar and stupid stuff. So, I mean, anyway, moving on. The next one is the yeller or the shouter. And this person's just always angry, so angry about everything. Just, I don't know what I'm yelling about, but I'm yelling. Ah! They just yell to yell. Like, they're yelling in their head if they're typing furiously and they've got all caps. Just all caps rage! They're angry by everything. They're angered by happiness, they're angered by sadness, they're angered by other angry things. They're just, oh my god, they're just so angry. They just, oh, this is stupid because X, Y, Z. Oh, this is dumb because you have a stupid haircut. That's like some of the stuff that they say don't even make sense. So what's the point of even being upset about what they're saying? I mean, they can be angry about just about anything. You can take your finger and type onto a computer or phone screen. So just ignore them. That's literally the best. Either that or unless you can figure out a way to steal their caps lock key. Just, alright? Next! Number 3 is the hater. That's, oh man. I'd say this troll is probably one of the more common ones. They just hate. And they hate for no reason. And this is the one that a lot of people have trouble with. I mean, I had a lot of trouble with this, and I've got hate. for, I don't know, whatever reason. And I'm just like, listen, I ain't got the time for you, fool. I ain't even worried about you. I'm doing me, you do you. And we're just gonna, you know what? I don't know what this is, but this is symbolism for get up out my face. But they don't need a motive. They just hate to hate. They like, you could see the hatred dripping off the screen of the device they're using. I can feel it seeping out of the device I'm using. It's just they hate for no reason. They make you think that you did something wrong, and for most of the time, no reason. I'd say this is probably the most effective form of trolling too. They just hate just to hate, and they make you think that you've done something wrong and that you deserve the hate that you're receiving, which is obviously in a lot of situations ludicrous. Like, you know, hate messages I've gotten, you know. I remember this one guy, he was like, you're an edgy prick and you don't even deserve to do YouTube, and I'm just like, come at me, bro. I mean, like, what do you expect me to say to that? You expect me to be hurt over that? Like, that's not even insult. I mean, to some people, I guess it would be insulting, but I don't care. I mean, you can hate on me all you want. I don't care. If you haters are out there watching, you can hate all you want. It's not gonna work. But to combat them, I'd say, you know, do simple things like say, haters gonna hate, and it'll usually piss them off. And just eventually just stop answering, just stop looking at whatever you're reading. Like, you know, you post something online and you get the person, oh, this is stupid and you're stupid, so, and you reply, oh, who asked you? And then it's just like a downward spiral of angry comments. But you can just stop it and be like, okay, hater, who cares? And then just stop answering. Ain't no skin off your nose, ain't no skin off my nose. Only person who loses is the troll. That's really all that matters. Onward! Okay, number 4 is the they misconstruer. Is that a word? I'm pretty sure that's a word. Make that a word if it isn't already. The misconstruer. They take everything, they twist your words, and they take everything out of context. They make you sound like a butthorn, alright? Because they're like the journalists of the trolls. They twist your words and make you sound like the bad guy a lot of times. Like, if you say something that obviously you didn't, like, they take it in a way which you didn't mean, and then they try to use that as ammunition. As, I don't know, that was like a Kamehameha ammunition. They use that as ammunition against you to argue back, and they're almost in league with the haters. They're like the hater sidekicks, where they take everything out of context and they use that as ammunition for the haters, the hater trolls, to argue with you, and which is obviously annoying. You know, they'll think you meant something else when you obviously didn't. I mean, it's just annoying. I mean, I'd say just ignore these people altogether, because just don't say anything to them ever. Just ignore them, because all they can do is just keep. They're just done. All right, they're just done. Moving on. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is the preacher. Now, do not, for all you trolls out there, do not misconstrue what I'm about to say. I'm not saying it's not alright to preach, because, you know, sometimes you just gotta bring it to church, man. But, you know, you get that one comment, oh, you really need Jesus. I just turned into a sassy black lady. You really need Jesus. And they'll find a way to turn it into some type of debate, and they tie religion into it. This is why God does this, that, and the third thing. And I'm not faulting anybody for believing any type of religion. Don't misconstrue that, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that a lot of times they'll kind of just drag religion, or just somehow they'll drag it into the argument, if there is an argument, or they'll drag it into whatever they're trolling on, and, you know, they'll think they're high and mighty, but in the end, what they're saying absolutely equates to nothing. And they just kind of look stupid. So, I mean, you Instagram a picture of your dinner, click, and somebody comes out with, oh, a Christian wouldn't eat that. And you're like, listen, I didn't post this to be ridiculed on how I eat my dinner, alright? Fool, let me eat my dinner. So, I'd say combating them would be just avoiding touchy subjects that can be misconstrued, because the preacher kinda is in league with the twister. The person misconstrues what you're saying and they think, you know, oh man, you need Jesus. I mean, like, hello. It's not what I was talking about. So just, yeah, use the block button, because they'll just go on and 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 on, and just they'll talk forever. So just don't get too in touch with them. Not that you would want to, but just don't go too in depth with them. That would be a better word. Next, number 6. The point misser. You ever try to tell somebody something and they just obviously miss the point every single time? It just whoosh, goes right over their head? Yeah, that's this kind of troll. They lack they lack the part of the brain, this little chunk somewhere in your brain that just detects humor. And you'll tell a joke and they'll miss the joke and they'll turn it into an argument. Now, I'm not specifically saying that, you know, you should argue with them back because they missed the point, or you shouldn't try to explain it to them, because a lot of the times it'll go right over their head again and they'll miss it. So they love nothing more to complain. Just complain, 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 and they just simple, just if they miss the point, you're just like, you know what, never mind. Just say never mind, whatever. It's like not even worth your time. You're like, hey, I thought whatever, this, that, and you know, you throw a funny, witty joke one-liner in there, and they're just like, you know, obviously that joke didn't make sense. We're like, obviously you missed the frickin' joke now, didn't you? So just to combat them, you know, make sure they know you're joking, because they'll find some way to miss the joke. Add a lot of winky emojis, you know, to make sure they know you're joking, because it'll just go over their head. Like some of these people, you'd have to be a moron to not know that the person was joking. I'm like, hello, were you born yesterday? What's going on? I was joking. Okay. Next. Oh boy, this is a big one. Number 7, the line crosser. Now these are the tough ones. These are also tough to deal with, because some people are sensitive and some people take things the wrong way, and they can be very hurt by these type of things. You know, the troll thinks it's nothing to them. And this is a life lesson to you guys. When you speak to people, I read this in a book. When you speak to people, you should be impeccable with your word. You should always be very conscious of what you're saying to people, because sometimes people don't take it the way you think they'll take it in your head. So, saying something OD, like there was, you know, my mother told me this story of there was a girl. She loved to sing, and one day her mother had a very hard day at work and she was very, very irritated. And one day this girl, she was just feeling it and she was just singing at the top of her lungs. Oh Jesus! And the mother snapped. She said, you know, you're stupid, your voice is ugly, and yada yada yada. And the girl shut down. She took it, and as soon as the words left her mother's mouth, she knew, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. That's just like stuff you regret saying. You shouldn't say things over the top, especially if you don't know how the person is feeling to begin with, because they can take it in such a way that it'll hurt them so badly. That's why you should always make sure you know what you're saying to people. You should always just chill before you say something. Look before you leave, think before you speak. Make sure you know what you're talking about, because honestly, you can really mess up somebody like that. You know, like I was scrolling through YouTube, I saw a comment, you know, you should kill yourself. Now, a lot of the times that's joking around, but that made me upset. I mean, like I said, I don't usually get upset by that stuff like that, but that annoyed me. Like, you know how many people kill themselves every day? Suicide is, like, I think the third leading cause of death in most people or if you're like 15, like teenage, I'd say that's around the people who use YouTube, watch YouTube. I mean, I'm a teenager, I'm only 16. So, I mean, you know, you should say to somebody, you should go kill yourself. Why? Why would you even say that? Honestly, that is fuel to the flame. That is so unnecessary. You're going dumb hard. You're going so far over your stupid opinion. So, shut your mouth and make sure you know what you're saying before you say it, because that literally annoys me to no end. I will admit, that will annoy me. That makes me upset, because that is more than unnecessary. Just chill. There's no reason it should get to that point, alright? So, you know, it made me mad, but, you know, like I said, I don't care enough to, I mean, not that I don't care, but I'm not giving my power to you trolls. Don't give them the power by arguing with them. Leave them to it. They aren't worth the worry. Don't even give them the time of day, alright? Next, number 8. The Crier. This person, they take everything personally. You take everything personally. It's okay to take some stuff personally. I mean, you really shouldn't take anything personally, but there's an exception here and there and whatnot. Like, I mean, if somebody says you should commit suicide, that's kind of heavy. But, you know, don't do it. Don't commit suicide. But they, you know, they take everything personally as a personal assault. They love nothing more to feel offended. Oh, you said this and I really didn't appreciate that because I feel XYZ about a certain topic and blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. Honestly, if you're feeling so offended, why are you in the comment section watching this video anyway? You can, if you feel offended by anything I'm saying, I'm sorry, but I'm keeping it real. If you feel offended, feel free to click off and watch another video. I'll personally put an annotation to some random video right freaking here if you feel offended by what I'm saying. If not, continue on. Now, they can't help but feel directly, is that a word? Directly offended by anything anybody says. They also love being offended for other people. Oh, I can't believe you said that about so-and-so. Okay, you know what? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can feel offended, but not to some extreme amount like that. I mean, is that really necessary? You're on the internet. People are gonna be, there are some nasty, nasty people out in this world. Are you really gonna take the time out of your day to be offended by one person? It's not even worth your time. So to combat these criers, just ignore them and they'll get over it. They'll find something else that offends them and they'll be gone. They'll be on some other thread, some other video, some other stream to whine and complain about something else. Next! 9. Know it all. This one's kind of tough. I mean, this one and for people who don't know about these type of trolls, it can be really tough to combat them. Because whatever you know, they know just about 10 times more because of reasons. It's that type of attitude I know more than you, so you don't even deserve an opinion. That is obviously far from the truth. You deserve an opinion. I don't care what anybody says, you deserve an opinion because you are a human. You deserve to speak your mind, but not in a trolly way. They swear they know everything, they discredit everything ever written and whatnot. They claim they know everything, and that can also, they can line up the haters, and they'll be like the different type of ammunition to the haters. They'll give the haters reasons to hate while hating themselves. Not them hating themselves, but while they're also hating on people. Just don't even bother with them. Just whatever. Boom. Never mind. Boom. And if they keep hammering away at you, just stop. Just ignore them, because they can go on for days and days and days and days about how right they are and how much they know and how awesome and blah blah blah. It's whatever. Who cares? Right? Who cares? 10. This one can be funny and annoying. The idiot. Like, some people are just literally too stupid to insult. Too moronic, just too dumb. They just, you've seen these people since like little Johnny on the playground did something and he felt a certain type of way and his argument was so bad that you just knew not to argue with him because he wouldn't get it. And they're in line with the people who always, they're in line with the point missers. They just don't get it. They're just too stupid to argue with. They're not even worth your time either. Because they'll go on for days and days and days and days and days and days on something that doesn't even make sense. You know, something, I mean, these people may turn you into a grammar Nazi because sometimes they'll type so badly that you can't freaking understand what they're saying. You know, those people who abbreviate every single word and they just make it even like 17 times more harder to read because they don't know how to type like a regular freaking human being. But just don't even give them time. If they troll you, you know, you say something and they come up with this backwards argument about how what you said was dumb or not necessary or not relevant, don't even reply. Don't even. Because they're honestly not worth your time. Like I said, they are literally too stupid to insult. It just wouldn't make sense. It'd be a waste of your time and your finger typing strength. Next! Oh boy. Oh man, these can be really annoying. You get the Political Commentator for number 11. The Political Commentator is the type of troll that will somehow, they're almost like the Bring It to Church people. They will somehow find a way to drag politics. You know, you get the, you know, that joke on the internet where they go, Obama. And I'm not saying, you know, Obama specifically, because, you know, they'll just find some way to, oh, I think this because this, that, and the third thing is related to politics and blah, blah, blah. Because honestly, who the heck pays that much attention to politics? Besides, you know, grown people. And, I mean, a lot of times, I feel like a lot of times people watching YouTube are people my age or in their 20s. And a lot of time you won't even find people caring about politics all that much. Not that I'm saying that politics is not important. Don't misconstrue that. That just, a lot of the times the person won't even know what you're talking about or why you're talking about it. So who cares about what Johnny Johnson thinks and why he should be running for office and he wouldn't approve of what you're saying? They tend to imaginatively swear at you, and they twist everything into an argument about misspending taxpayers' money and stupid stuff that, I mean, not that I'm saying it's stupid and nobody cares about it, but usually a lot of the times in context of what's going on, nobody cares. So, it's just, like I said, a lot of these trolls aren't even worth your time. Just don't even They're almost like the know-it-alls who know everything. You can be like the know-it-all political commentator. They swear they know everything. But to combat them, just, I mean, actually, you know, you don't even have to combat them, because a lot of the times they can be pretty funny if it's not directed at you specifically. If somebody's trolling on somebody else using political commentation as I keep making up these stupid words. Using political comments, and a lot of times you don't even have to. Yeah, you don't even have to combat them. They can be pretty funny, just as long as it's not directed at you. If it's directed at you, don't even reply to them. But just move on. But if not, just enjoy the argument that ensues. Number 12. This isn't necessarily. This is going to be a little hard to explain too. Trolling itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's how you troll is what becomes bad. And 13 is the genuinely hilarious troll, because you know some of these people, you know, you get counter trolls to other trolls. Like, they'll have a troll off and oh my god, it'll just be hilarious. Like, it just sometimes people say stupid things and they deserve to be shut down. And the way that some of these people do it is just so funny. Some people just deserve it. Occasionally, you'll see someone write something you don't agree with, and you know, you have the right to reply, but just don't be cruel. Don't be mean, don't be aggressive, don't be malicious. Be funny. Funniness is fun. Be fun, be happy, don't be angry. Be excuse me, don't be aggressive. Just wonderful things can happen with these people. And just have a good time. Don't be mean, don't be aggressive. There's no reason to be mean. There's no reason to go overboard. You don't have to be a troll. You don't have to be a bad troll. Be a good troll. Be a funny troll. That's the best type of troll. So it's just the way it is. And finally, what number are we on? I don't remember. This type of troll is the racism troll. This one annoys, but you know, I still don't feed their trollingness. But you'll get the guy that brings race. Oh god, these people are ignorant too. They'll bring race into it. You know, you're stupid because you're black, you're whatever. They'll stereotype to no end. It's very obnoxious. I mean it is just obnoxious. I mean, unless you take race seriously. If you do take race seriously, you know, alright, you have the right to be offended if you feel you need be. But you know, as long as you don't go crazy about it. Just race is one of those taboo things that everybody's afraid to talk about, and you get that one ignorant fool who goes, you know, y'all are a dumb pack of black apes or something stupid like that. Who, I mean, just that type of insults is just, it hurts people. It does hurt people. Don't give them the time of day, because a lot of the times they're just, like I said, they're too stupid. They're in their group of people, you know, too stupid to insult. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just ignorant fools for the most part. So don't even give them the time of day. It's just not worth it. Trolls, why you be trolling? And you know nobody really wants to pay attention to you, because you've got this false, stupid... They're also haters. They can be hating against a type of race. They feel that a lot of these are illegal, the haters. Like, the haters are the big ones, and the other ones are like sub trolls. They're like they're trolls to big trolls upstairs. Like, they're just ignorant. They're ignorant. They don't know what they're talking about a lot of the time. They're like, oh, just go off, who cares? They're ignorant. And so just don't even reply back to them. Don't even give them the chance. Don't give them more of a chance. They will feed off your negativity that you feel against them. They will troll off the trolled. It's a relationship, it's a system, it's systematic, it's cyclic. They troll, you react, they troll again. They troll, you react, they troll again. It's just, don't even. But I'd say that raps about. Yeah, I rap about discussions, yo, my dog. Let me never do that ever again. I'm so sorry. That wraps up this discussion. If you'd like for me to discuss something that you'd like to I really can't speak today. God dang. If you'd like me to discuss something so I can speak like a regular freaking human being, put it in the comment section. You know where to put it. I don't even gotta tell you where to put it. You know where to put it. Right down there. And write about an experience that you had with a troll and how you combated them, so others can know how to handle a situation like this. And if you'd like to talk personally with me about something that you felt, and maybe if you're a troll who doesn't understand and you like to abandon your trolly ways, like I said last time, my email is literally there 99.9% of the time. My voice just cracked. Ugh. But you know, I'm not saying you should. I mean, like, I'm just there. If you do need to speak with me about anything, you know, hit me up. See what happens. I'll probably reply. But you know, as always, peace out, y'all.